Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. This is the way. All right. Good morning, people. Good afternoon and good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Today was a bit of a different intro. An intro I wish I could do all the time. Happy Friday to everyone. As always, make sure you like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and make sure you're tuning in to let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know in the comments. I love shouting out where you guys are tuning in from. It's a good day today. It's a good day. I had great sleep in the evening. Lots going on in cryptocurrencies today. There's a lot of news. There's a lot of news. And there's a lot to cover. So I hope you guys are doing well. Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are. We are. Good. Fantastic. Got my United top today. Got my United top. Feeling in a good mood. I'm feeling in a great mood. All right, cool. So welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the NJ show. I hope you guys are all doing well on this merry Friday. It's a good day today. Yesterday we spoke about Ethereum. We spoke about Bitcoin, and I told you guys, you know, I bought some Ethereum. Not yesterday, but the day before, and it looks like we're doing well. So if you paid attention to that, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Let's have a look to see whereabouts we are. We are 14% up on Ethereum. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's a good way to start the day. So yesterday's show, I broke down Bitcoin, I broke down Ethereum, and I tried to help you guys understand, you know, why I bought some yesterday. So if you didn't tune into yesterday's show, you want to tune into yesterday's show, because I did a Bitcoin chart for you guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see if it gives it to me. Oh, bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. So this was the chart that we drew yesterday. We built this all together. We built this together by ourselves, and we bought some Bitcoin. Well, we bought some Ethereum, but we charted Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is doing good. Bitcoin is doing good. We wanted a deviation. We wanted a reclaim. We wanted that push up. Obviously, if you were with me, if you were tuning in to the stream yesterday, you would know that I bought Ethereum. I didn't buy Bitcoin, and Ethereum is in fact doing well. So there's not much to really talk about in terms of technical analysis today, because we are pretty much in the same place. Obviously, with Ethereum, we have the first area of resistance here, which is the 1350s level. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about the 1250 level. The 1250 level is resistance. It is technically resistance. I will be taking a small portion off right around here, that 1250 level. And once I do, maybe I'll keep half the position running. I think we need a relief rally. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna fully sort of take profit on that. I think we do need a relief rally. Look at the consolidation that we had over here on this side right here for Ethereum, and you know, there's no reason why we can't get something like this over here. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to go all the way up. I mean, this consolidation here looks like a reverse of this consolidation here. So, you know, if we take the same sort of, if we want to base it on symmetricals, then we can do something like this, you know. Hold on. So I do this, and then I do that, and then it would be something along the lines of that. So we'd get above, we'd push up into that level, retest it, and then push back up. So yeah, that fits in 1700. If we want to play symmetrics, then if you like doing art and stuff like that, then that fits right in at 1700. That's kind of what we were calling for on the channel. Obviously, we've got a long way to go before we get to $1,700 ETH. So, you know, we are at pretty much 1200 right now. 1350 is our main target, and you know, we'll get back on board higher if we need to. So if you guys were involved in that trade, obviously, as you know, this show is not financial advice. Anything I do is not financial advice. Nothing constitutes that. But if you were paying attention to the levels, and if you had them marked out yourself, if you were breaking down Bitcoin and ETH the way that we were doing it, then you would have caught this long. Because, you know, on this channel, we put our money where our mouth is. If we're going to buy something or if we're going to sell something, we do it and we have no fear, right? If we're wrong, we're wrong. All right, I've got my stop loss right here, deviation, pretty much the mid range of these two, this purple level and this blue level here. So that is Ethereum and Bitcoin. Again, nothing to really talk about in terms of the technicals. It's Friday today. It's the take profit day. We don't know what we're going to have on the weekend. It's going to be one of those situations where we're going to have to see how it unfolds. You know, it's going to be tricky as long as we're in between this level here, which is hold on, 1050 and 1350. As long as we're between those levels, then there's nothing we can really do but wait. If you bought at 1050 like I did, or 1060 was it? I'm not sure. Someone's going to have to let me know if you watched the previous stream. 1050 or 1060. As long as we're between 1050 and sort of 1250 to 1350, there's not really much we can do apart from wait. We're in the trade. We have to let it unfold. We have to be patient. We have got a few people in the comments here. We have Doc Puya. Welcome to the show, Doc Puya. I appreciate you tuning in. We have Powers of 4. Elizabeth D. Ibrahim modding the chat. Thank you very much. Elizabeth says, I hope I'm not going to miss the Sue part. Tuning in a bit later. Whoopsie daisy. And D. Ibrahim again. Sam Hone. Is that Sam Hone? Sam, is that you, Sam? Well, whichever it is, thank you for tuning into the stream. Dang McDizzle and OG on the show, thank you for tuning onto the stream. What's up to you too? Trader Dang, thank you very much. He says, thought you was a Liverpool fan. Keep dreaming, mate. Keep dreaming. Trader Dang also says ETH to 1700, which is good, which is very, very good. I see the same thing. And Mo says, hey, everyone. Hey, Mo, how's it going? It is good to see you guys today. It is good to see you guys today. Jody says, looks like it's going to reach 1350 during the stream. Yeah, I mean, if it does that, then I'll have to sort of disappear for a little bit and take some profit because I'm doing everything on Uniswap. I'm not doing anything on exchanges at the moment. You know, with all the news going around with exchanges at the moment, it's you can never be too sure, you know. It's difficult to leave things on exchanges right now because obviously you get weird news come out to say maybe we're stopping withdrawals or maybe we're changing something. But yeah, ETH is looking all right, man. A lot of people were looking funny at me, you know, when I was longing this level here. A lot of people were making some funny comments, you know. I think I put a tweet out saying I'm going to be buying here, and people were making fun, but it looks like they're not laughing anymore. They're all quiet. NJ and his army longed here at around 1050 and everybody's quiet now. So as long as we're winning anyway. Now look, listen, like I said, right, we could come into these highs here. If this was a completely naked chart, the range high would be here. All right. So be mindful of that. Be very, very mindful of that. If you're in the long, it comes in bang at about 1250. So make sure that if you guys are looking to take any profits on this trade, you start taking profits from the 1250 level. I know it's not going to be the same as taking profit at the 1350 level, but you've got to get used to paying yourself. You have to get used to doing that. It's something that took me ages to get used to as well, but you've got to do it, all right? So look, I don't think you guys have any questions on Bitcoin and ETH because I think I've covered it extensively this week. If you watch the previous stream, you guys will understand why I went long here at 1050. If you watch the previous stream, you guys will get a detailed breakdown of Bitcoin. We built this chart together. Is it this one? No, it's not this one because this one has nothing on it. It's also not this one. This is my chart. We built another chart. It's somewhere here. We'll find it. Let me have a look on Twitter because I posted it yesterday. Which BTC chart did I use? It was Binance. So it was BTC USDT. Yeah, so if you guys tuned into yesterday's show, we built this chart together bit by bit. We marked out all the highs, we marked out the lows, we marked out the story, we marked out a key up here as well. We did everything on Bitcoin yesterday. So if you guys haven't tuned into yesterday's show was a very important one. It will help you guys a lot into how I build my story and pretty much why I went long, you know. So make sure you guys tune into that. But you know what? Without wasting any further ado, Trader Dank, take care, mate. I appreciate that. Take care. Thank you for joining the show. And yep, go get ready for that. Cool. So moving on, without further ado, Cristiano Ronaldo joins up with Binance for a legendary NFT partnership. So you guys might notice today the intro was a little bit different today, and obviously the shirt that I'm wearing is a little bit different than usual as well. I'm sorry if you're not a Manchester United fan, but I'm a diehard Manchester United fan. My dad's a United fan, and my granddad was a United fan. So it's difficult for me to not get extremely excited or extremely happy when I see things like this. You don't have to be a United fan to love Ronaldo. Ronaldo is for the people. He's not just for Manchester United, you know. So he is an iconic figure that does things off the pitch just as much as he does on the pitch. So it brought a big smile to my face when I saw Ronaldo partnering up with Binance. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Binance themselves says the same thing. They say, we're beyond excited to announce our exclusive multi-year partnership with the Portuguese football legend Cristiano Ronaldo. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner is joining forces with Binance to provide a one-of-a-kind experience for football fans worldwide. All right. Now, this is the thing. We've been talking about NFTs on this channel for a couple of days now, and the thing is, I mean, I've not even caught on to this. I'm kind of catching on to this now, you know, literally live as I'm with you guys right now. I'm starting to sort of put it together. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but from Monday to Friday we've had a lot of NFT news. I haven't spoken to anyone about this yet, but I'm speaking to you guys that are on the show now. We've had a lot of NFT news, and even today I'm looking at the headlines that we have today, and we have more NFT news. So something is definitely brewing. Maybe in this relief rally that we have, something to do with NFTs is going to happen, or maybe it's to do with preparations for the next cycle. Is something for NFTs going to happen for the next cycle? So it's something that we're going to have to keep in mind. It's something that we're going to have to sort of keep in check. We're going to have to make sure that we don't lose traction on that, because if NFTs start going, then we've got to stay on top of it. We've got to be the people that make the money from that. So look, let's carry on with this article. The first collection, slated to launch this year, will feature iconic designs created in collaboration with Ronaldo. Ronaldo says, nothing is more important to me than the fans. So the idea of bringing unprecedented experiences and access through this platform is something that I wanted to be a part of, says Ronaldo. I know the fans are going to enjoy the collection as much as I do. So look, Ronaldo coming to the NFT space. I'm not going to lie, I might buy one. I'm just saying I might buy one. I'm not going to, we'll see. All right. We've got to treat this game with as little emotion as possible. But when one of the most iconic sort of heroes joins the space, I mean, we just have to hope he's not doing a Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather. We just have to hope he's not doing a Floyd Mayweather. I would hate, it would be one of the worst days in the world if I woke up one morning to see Zach XBT doing a thread on Cristiano Ronaldo. It would hurt. It would hurt quite badly. He doesn't seem like the type to do it. I don't believe he would do it. He's got more money than most people in the world. He's got a lot more money than Floyd Mayweather anyway, so I don't think he'd be doing something like this for some sort of monetary reason. He gets 500 grand a week from Manchester United, plus and that's like one of the lower ends of how much he gets paid, you know. He does all these sponsorships and stuff like that. He's I don't think he would do that. So hopefully we are in Ronaldo's good books, and he's doing something to help the crypto space, and he's looking to get more involved in the crypto space, as opposed to, you know, doing what some of these other celebrities have done, which is kind of poison the space. Like Floyd Mayweather, he's rugged so many NFT projects now. He's well, I don't think I'm allowed to say it on the channel, but he's a bad person, should I say? A bad person. So that is the headline today. So Ronaldo is going to be partnering with Binance to bring some funky NFTs, some NFTs for the football fans out there. And I'm glad it's a Manchester United player that's doing it. I'm glad it's Cristiano Ronaldo out of all the other players. I'm glad it's not Messi. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. You heard it from here first. And what else is going on here? Oh, not this one, it's this one. The next sort of piece of news we have today is Singapore will crack down on bad crypto behavior. So look, yesterday I spoke about Singapore. Yesterday, and I said, you know, that they're going to be they've signed I think a release. They signed a release yesterday for I think it was Binance again to operate in Singapore. Was it Binance? You know what, let me have a look. Let me have a look if it was Binance, because I want to see. Hold on. It was to do with Singapore. So it was crypto.com. It was crypto.com scores approval from Singapore regulators. So that was yesterday. That was what Singapore were doing yesterday. And now we've got more news on Singapore. Obviously, now that they've given this license to crypto.com, they're going to be more in the news now in terms of crypto. But they're coming out in front, and they probably know it's a bear market. And they're saying Singapore will crack down on bad crypto behavior. So, you know, they're adopting crypto at the worst stages of a cycle that they can adopt crypto. It's not exactly bullish for them to be doing that. A lot of people aren't going to be really paying so much attention to that. So they've come out with this sort of type of statement to say, look, we know that crypto can be used for bad things too, but we are going to be relentless with how we tolerate the use of crypto. So if you're in Singapore and you want to use crypto for silly reasons, you know, albeit drugs and criminal activities, then most likely Singapore is not the place for you. That's a nice picture of Singapore, though. I've never actually been to Singapore. My cousin went on his honeymoon there, and he's flying back tomorrow. Yeah, so I've got my cousin in Singapore. So if you're watching, cheers, mate. Singapore looks lovely. Big up anyone from Singapore. So yeah, we've got more Three Arrows Capital hedge fund talks here as well. Said that I will leave Singapore for Dubai. So Three Arrows are leaving Singapore for Dubai. Three Arrows are in a lot of trouble. If you guys have been watching this show, you guys will know that Three Arrows are in a lot of trouble. No bueno for Three Arrows. So we'll leave that there. Again, we have no tolerance for any market bad behavior. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it in sort of a couple of sentences. Singapore regulators, they don't want to adopt crypto for any of the bad reasons. And I think this is a good article. I like the way that this article is poised. It's good for us. You know, we've been in a bear market for nearly a year now, you know, and being in a bear market for nearly a year is not appealing to anyone. We want to exit the bear market as soon as possible. Now, if we're going to be in a bull market in a year and a half to 2 years, that means we'll be exiting the bear market inside of a year. So, you know, we want more articles like this, more to show that crypto can be controlled, it can be contained for the better reasons and not for the worse, you know. Powers of Four says, has a bit more hype than usual. NFTs, yes, NFTs do. There's a lot of news coming out on NFTs. I'll be talking more about NFTs in the show. Budapest 666 says, kindly let us know about new tokens, crypto jobs, and airdrops. It will help us in the bear market and will continue to grow as a community. Do you know what? I like that comment, Budapest. I really like that comment. I'm going to steal that comment and put that in my notes because I like that comment. Thank you for your feedback, Budapest. I really appreciate that, and shout out to Hungary as well. Steven says, hi, NJ, Dang, and YouTube. Hello, mate. It's good to see you, Steven. Welcome to the show. It's a bit of a short one today because I started a little bit late, but we're getting through. You haven't missed much. You haven't missed much at all. But I would advise you sort of rewind to the beginning of the stream because I did talk a little bit about Bitcoin, a little bit about Ethereum, and obviously the headline news, which is, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo. I've always got time to talk about Ronaldo. I could make the whole show about Ronaldo if I really wanted to, but then all of you lovely viewers would drop off in cringe. So the next piece of news we have here is crypto exchange Binance is under investigation by the US. So yesterday we spoke a bit about Binance and how they were trying to stay ahead of the game. It was Coinbase and Robinhood shares. They fell yesterday because Binance made all of their trading fees go to zero. So Binance have no trading fees for the US customers. And that, I guess, caused attention. You know, the bigger players, a lot of exchanges make most of their money through fees, right? That's why they encourage you to trade so much. It's not about any investments that they make, but more so the fees that are charged when anybody takes a trade. So Binance slashing their fees to zero yesterday seems to have annoyed, well, at the very least, Lastly.com. So apparently Binance will be under an investigation. Crypto exchange Binance is under investigation by the US. When it's all over, CEO Changpeng Zhao could end up indicted or become the richest man in the world. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if at one stage CZ became the richest man in the world. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be him or Elon. It's going to be one of the two. But something to watch out for, maybe some Binance FUD incoming. So just make sure you guys, I said this at the beginning of the stream. Look, I don't want to FUD any exchange or anything like that, but just while we're in these periods of turmoil in the market, whether we're having a relief or whether we're continuing to go down, or maybe it's just quiet in crypto, but don't leave all your funds on exchanges. Use MetaMask if you can. Use your ledger if you can, just because obviously anything can happen. We've seen what's happened with Celsius, we've seen what's happened with Luna, we've seen what's happened with a few, 3 Arrows as well. So just make sure you guys are sort of looking after yourselves, keep your money decentralized as much as you can. And there'll be a time that comes when, exchanges are having an immense inflow of volume of new money coming in, and when that happens, they're going to do their best to make sure that they never have any downtime and never have any security issues, and that will be the best time to sort of put your money back on an exchange and have a bit of fun. So that's the best advice I can give you for today. But ultimately, this is some FUD against Binance right now, and I don't think it's really going to go anywhere. At the end of the day, when you're as big as Binance are, when you've been in the game for as long as they have, and when you've been working as hard as they have, naturally they're going to have some sort of leverage on the market. They're going to have a better yield on the market, should I say? I'm using finance terms to metaphorically explain my point when this is a finance show. Maybe I didn't use the best sort of terminology there to explain, but hopefully you guys understand anyway. Moving along. So Harmony's Horizon Bridge was hacked for $100 million. So this is more bearish news, unfortunately. So I don't know if you guys know about the protocol one. Did it affect price? Wow. Oh my god. Look at what kind of chart is this? What do I do, chat? What do I do? Should I... Can't even chart this, man. This is over. This went to this... What the... This was at 37 cents and now... Wow. I don't know what to say, chat. I don't know what to say. This is... It's not meant to be a reaction video, but crikey, it looks like the next point of support is going to be at 1 cent, I guess, 1.2 cents. So if you're holding any one... I don't know. I don't know. Goodness. Okie dokie. We're going to have to move on from that. So look, if you're holding anyone, I'm sorry that you're involved in that. The good thing about it is that Harmony got in front of it themselves. They've come out and they've admitted fault themselves. The Harmony team has identified a theft occurring this morning on the Horizon Bridge, amounting to approximately 100 million. We've begun working with national authorities and forensic specialists to identify the culprit and retrieve the stolen funds. So there you go. It can't get more transparent than that. I appreciate that they've done that. For me, that's good. A lot of times people look around it. If we saw, if you guys were watching a couple of weeks ago, we had the same thing with Optimism, and Optimism had to come out and basically say, please give us our money back. So one aren't doing that. One are taking it straight to the authorities, and they're straightly pushing. Rightly so. It looks like this wasn't anything silly. I don't know. Either way, if you're holding any one tokens, you got to be careful. It looks like it's free falling at this point. Don't try to knife catch a drop. Maybe look for support. Maybe wait for support and resistance. Maybe we'll do some more shows where we chart altcoins. Maybe we'll do another show where we chart altcoins. Maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. I got some really good feedback from one of you guys earlier on in the stream, and I took that little sentence that person put and I copy and pasted it into my notes. So look, if you guys have any sort of suggestions or recommendations or anything I can do to make the stream more appealing to you guys or make it more, I don't know, fun, then let me know. Let me know, if there's something that I'm missing in the stream, maybe if there's news that you guys want to hear that I'm not covering, let me know in the chat and let me know in the comments. You can always check me out on Twitter and stuff like that as well. Trader NJ1. Just let me know. Let me know. All right. So that's one. It's an unfortunate situation, but it is what it is, and we are where we are. Moving on. This was, again, if you guys have been tuning in from the beginning, we've been talking about NFTs. You know, we've been talking about NFTs, and we're seeing a very funny pattern here where NFTs are, I don't know, should I say it? I mean, they're becoming really mainstream, right? There's like a lot of, it seems to be trending. That's the word, trending. So you know, now we've got Snoop Dogg and Eminem, and it looks like they want to make a music video about NFTs, about Bored Apes. So with Bored Apes as well, we've had some weird news coming out for Bored Apes. Somebody yesterday sent me a video about how Bored Ape was sort of related to Nazism and racism and something like that. I don't know. I didn't really look into it, so I'm not going to be making an official comment on this channel here, but you know, one thing I can certainly tell you is that, yeah, NFTs are trending, and I don't know why they're trending. I'm not sure why. The market has money coming out of it left, right, and center, but we've got more and more NFT news. So Snoop Dogg and Eminem, they want to make a music video about NFTs, about Bored Ape, so look out for that. I'm sure it'll be fun, I guess. I'm not really, I don't know. You guys let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel in the chat about this one below. I'm not particularly, I'm quite indifferent about it. And Imran says, greetings. Aya has some emojis. Hi, Aya. Yep, Imran says, greetings. Greetings to you, Imran. Thank you for joining the show. Shane says, predictions for Man United next season. Well, bro, we can't do worse than we did last season. I think last season was the worst we've ever done, ever. So I don't think we can do worse than that. So as long as we don't do worse than last season, we'll be all right. And Sash Pro says, NFT NYC. Yep, NFT NYC. I appreciate that. But, you know, during the bull run as well, we had a lot of NFT events during the bull run too. So, you know, we've got some weird stuff in the chat here. What the fuck is this? Goodness, look at this. Let me hide this. Let me get rid of this. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, we had a lot of NFT events in the bull market as well, and they weren't trending the way that they are right now. If you think about it, it's kind of a little bit weird because we've got all this bearish news coming out saying we're gonna be tough, we're gonna crack down on crypto, Binance being investigated, Harmony losing 100 million in a hack. NFTs though, we're gonna make a song about this though, you know. Yeah, we're gonna make a nice song about this. Gucci invests 25k in a DAO for NFT marketplace. Again, more NFT news. I don't know if you guys, I don't know what's going on with NFTs. Why is money going into NFTs? So Italian high-end luxury brand Gucci is venturing further into Web3 and NFTs. So Mike says, good morning everyone from Arkansas, Canada, from Arkansas, US. Welcome, Mike. Thank you very much for joining the show, mate. Your presence is appreciated, along with the 30 other beautiful people in the chat. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And I haven't even asked for a like spike today, and you guys have just given it. So you guys are awesome. I don't know what to say. Should I now say like and subscribe because you guys have already done it? I don't know. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's a good Friday feeling. Good love from you guys. I really appreciate it. So Gucci investing in their NFT. So yesterday we spoke a bit about Gucci. I think, yeah, was it yesterday or the day before? But Gucci are diving into the NFT space and they're looking to take that more seriously. And CoinDCX freezes cryptocurrency withdrawals, causing panic amongst investors. So this is what I was saying earlier on about making sure that you guys have your funds in something like MetaMask or something like a Ledger or something like Trust Wallet, somewhere where you're holding your own keys, because obviously you guys might know the famous saying or the famous phrase, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. So just be very, very, very careful. It's so easy to lose money when the market is like this. And I don't just mean trading, you know. So be very, very cautious, be very, very alert, be very careful. And That's all I can really say on this. I mean, I can report on this, but the ultimate sort of narrative is to just be careful where you're parking your funds. All right. Now, this next piece here, I mean, I've been yelling this on the channel. I mean, we had an episode the other day with Trader SE where he came on. I think it was the 15th of June, right? So that was 9 days from today. All right. We had an episode where I was talking about the US dollar and how I think the US dollar is going to eventually crash to zero. And I think that they're going to make their own digital token. All right. There's a lot of things that you can say on that. There's a lot of things you can say on that. I appreciate that. The first thing SC said last week was, well, who carries cash around anyway at the moment? Who does? You know? Which was a good statement, but I really think that this is something that's going to happen. They don't necessarily have to use blockchain, but it's going to be the same sort of narrative as cryptocurrency. So blockchain, it's going to be the same narrative. So they're going to make their own version of Bitcoin. It's going to be their own version of the dollar, but it's going to be technically their own version of Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin had the idea first. And Bitcoin had the first mover advantage. So the dollar is doing the same thing now. We already agree that we can't go against the Fed. But you know what? It's nice that we caught this on the channel a month ago. So if you guys were watching my shows, I think a month ago, I think my 3rd or 4th episode into the NJ show, I was talking about a digital dollar and how with the way that the market is going at the moment, global macro current issues that we have, the rate hikes, the inflation, the quality of life versus the amount of money you're making, we're not going to be able to sustain it, and therefore the dollar will crash. It will crash to freaking zero if it needs to, and it will eventually move into a digital dollar. Now, will they use the blockchain to do so? Will they create their own? I'm not sure. So we will find out and see. Yep, so Dean says howdy from Australia. Tarek says Stepan and Bake collab incoming. Yep. Optimus says this is nothing like Bitcoin, it's more like USDT. Yes, I totally agree. So I exactly, Optimus. I think you were there on that day when I was talking about potentially a USDE or an EUSD or something like that. But look, here we are. Only a few weeks later. I thought it would take a few years, but a few weeks later, Powell is mentioning it. So you know, it's good to claim clout. I'm claiming clout. Ronaldo is the greatest of all time. Manchester United is the biggest club of all time. And the dollar is going to crash to zero and rebrand as a digital dollar. So it's good to claim clout. Moving on. Solana Labs is building a Web3 mobile phone. So, you know, I've been talking about Solana on this channel for a while now, and the reason I talk about Solana, I've not got really any personal attachments to Solana. I don't know anyone on the team in Solana. The reason I sort of validate Solana on this channel especially is because, God, these allergies are bad today, is because Solana are building in the bear market. Whenever I see a project building in the bear market, I know that they have legs in the next bull market. So if we look at Solana, the all-time high was around Sol USDT. If we look at Solana, the all-time high was around $260. All right. Now, if they continue to build in the way that they're building over the next year or two, I really believe that they're going to smash all-time high next year and they're going to do better. Now, I posted on Twitter around a couple of days ago and I said, look at Solana, watch out for this potential trade setup here, and it is unfolding. We'll see if this bottom green line is resistance or not. But if we do get above that green line and we start pushing up, that's 80%, all right? So if we mark out the mid-range, that'll be around 40% move, which takes us to around $60. So pay attention to Solana. And if you're not following me on Twitter, you're missing out because I'm posting things like this on Twitter as well. So the mid-range looks pretty perfect right here. Hold on, I'll show you. Right here. Simple range play, Nothing fancy to it. We've got a channel that we've broken out of. Reclaim this blue line, reclaim this bottom green line here. And look, I don't know if you guys can see here, but up move that pushed the market down. Resistance here, resistance, resistance, break above it, hold and push up. All right, so same thing here, same thing here. I believe in Solana. I think that if we do get a push up into the $80 level and we all go short and we see new lows in the market for maybe next year or something like that, I'll be looking to buy a big bag of Solana if I can. All right, I'm telling you guys on the show now that I'll be doing that. So Solana building a Web3 mobile phone, bullish for the space. It'll cost around $1,000. A crypto phone, a crypto phone. So that's pretty cool. I'm for it. I'm for it. Big time. I'm for it. So we will see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, if it does well or not. But that can only be good for Solana in the future. I think as long as developers continue to build on that platform, as long as developers continue to use that blockchain and build, if they can figure out their tweaks, you know, to make sure that their uptime is that they have more uptime, that they have less downtime, should I say. Uptime should always be the case, but as long as they can focus on that and fix that area of where they're slowing down on, then I think Solana will do well. And finally, you know, yesterday I mentioned this, Solana was being supported by Coinbase, but now they're adding for Polygon as well. So Coinbase adds support for on-chain Polygon and Solana transactions. It's self-explanatory. Coinbase is allowing customers to send and receive cryptocurrency on multiple networks, starting with Polygon and Solana. Now, I'm pretty confused as to why Binance isn't there. I thought the BNB would have been first, but it turns out it's Solana and Polygon. So good for them. Good for them. And if you're using Coinbase, then good for you. But obviously, I'd be careful with Coinbase in terms of buying and selling and cashing out. Just read into, if you can, if you get any time, read into who owns Coinbase and who they supply information to. All right, I would just argue that whether in the UK or the US, just read into who they supply all their information to. So if you're using Coinbase, just be mindful of that, and that includes Coinbase Pro. Other than that, Coinbase is a strong platform. It's never really gone down or bust on me. It always works the way I want it to work. So that is all the news for today. I'm very sorry it was a short episode today, guys, and I'm very sorry I was late. It was one of those Fridays, but look, we have positive news today. We're in a long for Ethereum, and that is going tremendously well as it currently stands. Touch wood that it continues to go well and we hit our targets. Solana looks like a trade that's setting up. Cristiano Ronaldo joins the crypto space soon, you know. So yeah, great episode. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm very, very sorry that I was late once again today. But as always, make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We are less than 50 subscribers away from the giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I'll be partnering up with Prime XBT to do that. So make sure you guys are subscribing and that you guys want to get involved. Make sure you follow me on Twitter as well at TraderNJ1, because that's where I'm going to be hosting the giveaway. Of course, I'm going to mention it on the channel as well, because it will be for you guys predominantly. So take care, goodbye, and I will see you guys on Monday. All right, cheers.